Victorian Coalition has revealed it didn't consult with 5 hospitals it wants to station protective services officers at if it wins next month's state election. Our Victorian political reporter Simon Love has more.
This is one of 5 hospitals where, under the proposal, a mobile unit would be built for protective services officers to be stationed at. Matthew Guy pledging, if he was elected, 75 new protective service officers would patrol 5 of Melbourne's major hospitals. The 2-year trial would see the PSO stationed at the Royal Melbourne Hospital, as well as Dandenong, Frankston, Box Hill and Sunshine hospitals. But none of the health services have been approached by the Coalition about its proposal.
We haven't directly consulted with any hospitals, but what I can say is that I have consulted with the Australian College of Nursing.
The officers would be armed and patrol wards, but they would stow their weapons in a secure safe in those units before entering mental health wards.
No, they won't be based in the hospital. They'll be based in mobile units close to them, right near them, adjacent. That is important so that there's no issues around firearms being permanently located in an emergency department.
The Coalition says the policy would address a growing violence issue, and it's something that the State's Police Association has welcomed.
Well, it's a good idea. Look, hospitals for the Police Association and our members have been a problem increasingly for many, many years. We find our members spend an amazing amount of time parked sometimes 2, 3, 4 vans deep at a hospital.
But in 2011, the government shelved a similar proposal after recommendations from a parliamentary committee. David Davis was Health Minister at the time.
We made that decision at the time, and this is a different time. There's clearly violence, but I'll leave it to Matthew and Georgie to make their detailed announcement later on.
The Premier, Daniel Andrews, has rejected the policy, noting it doesn't have the support of the Nurses Union or the health services.
There are police and PSOs out there, and they do a fantastic job, but I'm focused on recruiting more nurses and more AMBOs and more doctors into our hospitals, not recruiting police into our hospitals.
Meanwhile, Labor has pledged up to $675 million of state money for a new hospital in West Gippsland. That's more than $200 million more than a pledge with state money from Matthew Guy. Mr Guy, though, is seeking $200 million from the federal government.
Only Labor will build the proper hospital, the full hospital, including the aged care. Seriously, I cannot believe the other side, they forgot that there was an aged care home there. They forgot the aged care. They didn't mention the aged care. They didn't put a timeline on when they'd start and when they would finish. They forgot the helipad.
He says, I've missed a helipad. He missed the whole hospital.
It all proves that this tit-for-tat over hospital funding will continue as we now sit 6 weeks out from early voting opening before the November 26 state election.